Kody, I was doing what I could, Janelle Brown wrote. Sister Wives Kody and Robyn arrested after allegedly embezzling property belonging to Janelle and Meri. A court has now ordered Robyn Brown to serve prison time for ignoring legal orders. While Kody has chosen to follow the court's ruling, Robyn stood in the way. Christine Brown has since advised Janelle and Meri against offering any forgiveness. Hello everyone, and welcome to Next Gossip News Update. I hope you are safe by the grace of God. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell for notification. For more than 3 decades, Kody Brown has been the volatile nucleus of the polygamist family portrayed in TLC's Sister Wives, a man who once preached unity and love, but now stands as a deeply divisive figure, increasingly isolated alongside his fourth and only remaining wife, Robyn Brown. The most recent developments in the ongoing saga of the Browns have left fans stunned and enraged, culminating in an explosive tell-all interview that saw Kody lash out at longtime host Sukanya Suki Krishnan with such vitriol that many viewers were left wondering why she didn't simply walk off set.
Kody and Robyn arrested for embezzling Janelle and Meri's property, defied court order. Once the figurehead of a sprawling, if chaotic, plural family, Kody has become a cautionary tale of favoritism, denial, and emotional detachment. In the latest Sister Wives one-on-one special, what began as an attempt to address the family's grief and discord following the tragic death of Garrison Brown devolved into a showcase of Kody's simmering resentment and unchecked rage. At the heart of the chaos was Suki, who dared ask what millions of viewers have long wondered: what happened to the man who said love should be multiplied? But rather than meeting the questions with introspection, Kody struck back with cruelty, growing more combative with every minute. His aggression boiled over as he shouted responses, interrupted Suki mid-sentence, and finally snapped, saying, "I'm shutting you down." His tone, his words, his demeanor, everything about the moment felt like a verbal slap, not just to Suki but to the audience who had tuned in hoping for truth. Kody's treatment of Suki stood in stark contrast to the solemn promises he had made in the aftermath of Garrison's passing, when he spoke of family healing and coming together. That promise, like so many others before it, turned out to be hollow. His fury wasn't just directed at Suki. It was a proxy war against his ex-wives Meri and Janelle, who had dared to stand up to him after years of being minimized and ignored. Their most recent conflict centered on the long-contentious Coyote Pass property, a 14-acre expanse in Flagstaff, Arizona, purchased back in 2018 as the Browns' next big dream, a unified family compound. The dream never came to pass. What started as a shared investment by Kody, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn quickly fractured alongside the family itself. By the time Christine walked away in 2021, followed by Janelle in 2022 and Meri in 2023, the land had become both a physical and symbolic battleground. Christine sold her share for a mere $10, a deliberate move to wash her hands of the entire mess. Kody's initial division of the land was unequal, favoring himself and Robyn and leaving Meri and Janelle with crumbs. It was a betrayal that reignited old wounds, prompting Meri and Janelle to push back, even threatening legal action. Only then, under pressure and scrutiny, did Kody agree in 2025 to split the land equally. But even that apparent compromise was short-lived. Later the same year, Kody sold the land for $1.5 million, dividing the profits between Robyn, Meri, and Janelle. On paper, it was a fair deal. But the optics were damning. Reddit users quickly pointed out that Kody and Robyn had been seen living large, making appearances at the glitzy Las Vegas Sphere not once, not twice, but 3 times in the span of 3 months. Though no one faulted them for going out, fans were outraged by the hypocrisy. This from a man who had once claimed he couldn't afford child support for his daughter with Christine. As if that weren't enough, Robyn's obsession with high-priced hobbies, including American Girl doll collecting, and her penchant for designer accessories like David Yurman jewelry and Tory Burch sandals further fueled the criticism. It all fed into a growing perception that Kody and Robyn were not only out of touch but selfishly insulated from the rest of the family's pain. The situation wasn't helped by the sale of their home, purchased for $890,000 in 2019 and sold for a staggering $1.775 million in late 2024. allowing them to upgrade to a new dream house while relationships with the rest of the Brown family crumbled. Yet, the most shocking scenes weren't about real estate or dollar signs, they were about emotional erosion. At the tell-all, viewers witnessed the full extent of Kody's unraveling. What should have been an opportunity for reflection became a vehicle for aggression. He complained about being mistreated, about the unfair burden of defending his relationship with Robyn, about how everyone slapped him metaphorically with their judgments. He even described walking around shooting double birds at people, a disturbing image of a man consumed by spite. Fans were dumbfounded that Suki didn't walk away, especially when Kody cut her off, berated her, and left her visibly shaken. But even in the face of Kody's venom, Suki stood her ground, refusing to let him escape accountability. Her perseverance underscored how much the truth mattered, even when it was being spit on. Meanwhile, Meri Brown finally gave voice to something fans have suspected for years. In a pointed exchange during the May 25th special, she pushed back against Kody's assertion that all of his wives should have been brought up to the level of divine love he feels for Robyn. Meri's response was immediate and firm: "Sorry, I'm Meri. I'm not becoming Robyn." Her words were a revelation, not just in their clarity but in their defiance. For over a decade, Meri had lived in Robyn's shadow, expected to shape herself into someone she wasn't to earn love that was never freely given. Now, she was reclaiming her identity. "I'm going to be my own individual person," she said. "I don't want to be her." Her resistance made clear that Kody's vision of love was conditional, performative, and ultimately unattainable for anyone not named Robyn. Janelle too spoke her truth, calling out Kody's revisionist history. She pointed to the moment Robyn entered the family as a turning point, the moment Kody stopped trying with the rest of his wives. She said, "Would have been nice if he communicated that back then," a damning indictment of his failure to be honest or emotionally available. Even now, Kody doesn't appear interested in revisiting plural marriage. In an earlier 2025 episode, he admitted, "I wish I had never done it," lamenting the headaches, the questions, the wondering about trust. In a rare moment of candor, he added, "In the end, I felt awful." These statements shocked longtime viewers who had grown accustomed to Kody's defensive walls and cold rationalizations. For the first time in years, they saw a glimmer of the man beneath the chaos. In the wake of Garrison's death, Kody began reaching out to some of his estranged children. On one particularly emotional episode, he took an 8-hour drive to visit his daughter Aspyn in Utah. The meeting was raw and painful. Aspyn asked him bluntly, "Why don't you like me?" A question that cut through years of absence and emotional neglect. And for once, Kody didn't deflect. He took responsibility, expressed love, and refrained from justification. It was a fleeting but powerful display of growth. Notably, Robyn was not present. Her absence cast a long shadow. Some fans began to wonder if Kody's emotional maturity only emerged when he wasn't under her influence. Indeed, Robyn's response to Kody's breakthrough was predictably negative. Despite not being present, she allegedly characterized the visit as confrontational, again casting the other Brown children in a negative light. Viewers weren't surprised. Over the years, Robyn has repeatedly been seen as a manipulative figure, one who imposed rigid COVID rules that kept Kody away from his other kids and demanded loyalty over understanding. Her influence was often silent but suffocating, pushing a wedge deeper into an already fractured family. Now, her behavior has become impossible to ignore. As Kody finally begins to show signs of emotional awakening, many are questioning whether Robyn has been the anchor weighing him down all along. With their sale of the Coyote Pass home in April 2025 and their lavish lifestyle in full swing, Kody and Robyn appear more out of touch than ever. Once, they were the center of a plural family that, though messy, still tried to function as a unit. Now, they are increasingly seen as outsiders, isolated from the rest of the Browns both physically and emotionally. Kody once had 4 wives. Meri, Janelle, and Christine married him in the early 1990s. Robyn arrived in 2010. Though Meri was his only legal wife, she divorced him so he could legally wed Robyn and adopt her children. That sacrifice, in hindsight, was the beginning of the end. Over time, his attachment to Robyn became a black hole, swallowing any hope of balanced love. His handling of the COVID-19 pandemic, marked by controlling mandates and favoritism, deepened the schism. One by one, his wives left, Christine in 2021, Janelle in 2022, and Meri in 2023. By the time Kody and Robyn sold Coyote Pass for $1.5 million, it was clear, the family dream was over. What remains now is the wreckage, the echoes of hurt, and a few moments of clarity shining through the haze. Perhaps Garrison's death was the catalyst. Perhaps it was the years of anger finally catching up.